Morning everyone, and thank you for tuning in to Your Come Up. Today we're going to have a conversation here with JR Corrales. Before we get into it, if you like what you watch, go ahead and drop us a like, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell notification so you don't miss your come up. Thanks for coming in today, JR.
Thanks for having me, man.
No problem, man. Yeah. I know everyone knows who you are, but for those that don't know who you are, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, well, my name is JR Corrales. I'm a personal trainer. I have a training company in Castillo City, California at 111 Conditioning Club. I've been training for about 14 years now. Just doing the everyday hustle, trying to come up.
There you go. There you go. Just so you guys know, I met JR, I think it was 2009 or 10 when you were a trainer at Power Fitness, which I don't know if it's still there anymore. Yeah. This was before the dad bod, the marriage, and you know my ex-wife was Filipino, so all the noodles and all the good food and stuff. But I'm working on that now. Right. Well, obviously, personal training, fitness, you've been doing that your whole life. How did you discover personal training was your passion? This is me. This is what ignites me.
You know what? So I played sports my whole life. When you play sports all your whole life, there comes a certain point when you realize there's no next level. You know, not everybody can be an athlete. Not everyone's going to make it to the big time. Not everyone's going to get a scholarship to go play ball. So I went through, after high school and a little bit of college that I didn't know what I was going to find, what it was going to be, and it's just, I think we all go through that stage in life where
definitely
you don't realize, okay, now what? Because you think, I'll figure that out when I get there, or you kind of have a goal in mind. I want to be a sports broadcaster. That was my thing, because I knew I wasn't good enough to play, so I was good enough to talk about it, because I can talk.
I can imagine you broadcasting Monday Night Football.
But, something like that. But I went to school, and I just found that journalism and that it didn't do anything for me like I thought it would.
Right.
And so I came back home, and I was actually a very big kid. Like I was the right tackle, so I played. So I was a heavier set kid, and
that's because the boy that made all them tortillas.
Yeah, the little Mexican tortillas will get you every time. But
you need to block future Terrell Suggs or something.
Right? Yeah, something. But life started happening, and I worked construction for a long time, and then. What got me to be a trainer is actually a pretty crazy story. Is my ex-girlfriend just wasn't. We had just had a baby. It was probably about a year. We went through some up and downs, and just flat out told me she wasn't attracted to me anymore. And it's crazy, but I started working out. Because she left me, and so I wanted to, get that revenge bod. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It happens. And it just so happens that I started really getting into it. I started really dieting, started really working out and doing different things. And I'll never forget, I hired a trainer. When I hired a trainer, there's just some people that just go through life. There's no passion.
Go with the flow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That they have a good old steady standby. They have that 9-to-5 job. That nothing wrong with it.
No,
but there's no passion behind it.
Right.
And I remember asking him specifically, like, am I doing this right? And I was doing it wrong on purpose to see if he would correct me.
Right.
And he said, "You're doing great. Keep it going."
What were you doing? Squats?
No, we were benching.
Okay.
And it's just funny because it just dawned on me that this dude had no passion for his career path whatsoever. As someone who was trying to get in shape, it was kind of disheartening because he was in good shape. And so it kind of I was like, man, he doesn't know the emotional downfall. So mostly people who want to work out, they want to improve their physical appearance.
Right.
But when you start to work on that, you don't realize how much of your mental space really changes.
So true. That's very true.
And especially during times like this, like with gyms closing and things like that, like people have brought mental fitness into the forefront. Right. And so it just dawned on me. I was like, you know what? I'm in between jobs. I think that was when the economy crashed. We had the big economy
2008
or 2007.
Okay.
I was on unemployment, and then I decided just to go to school. So I went to Santa Barbara through their online schooling and ended up getting into personal training. And then I've been in love with it ever since. But what I really started noticing is that people were connecting to me because I understood what it was like, to go through those emotional runs. And, everyone's done it. We get depressed, happy, sad, and we go eat, right?
And,
you know what I mean? Like we celebrate, right? So it's just knowing that I'd been down that hole. It connected me with my clients a little bit more. So it was instant. Like, I haven't worked a day in my life since I started training, so it's been really cool.
That's awesome, man. That's an awesome story. What turned out, your ex, I imagine that's your ex-girlfriend that told you, I'm not attracted to, okay, not your baby mama?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And it's kind of funny, when I went through my divorce in 2017, before marriage, CrossFit body, probably 10-11% at worst body fat. During the marriage, I just got comfortable. She got comfortable. It didn't end with I'm not attracted to you no more. It was a whole nother situation I talk about in this book right here. But after the divorce, and just about a month and a half ago, started, I'm gonna start getting back into shape. I mean, my kids are outdoing me. I'm too tired. I'm begging, take a nap. So, that quarantine body needs to. I don't mind the dad bod, because some girls like to look at you and say, you look like you could get down on chicken wings and beer, right?
It's cuddling season.
Yeah, it's cuddling. You cuddle all day. So, no, it once you get back into it, takes, I think, 21 days to form a habit. And after 3 weeks of working out, then it's going to start turning into a lifestyle. But back to you. Do you personal train people at your gym, or do you do house calls in the Coachella Valley, or a little bit of both?
Well, I like to mostly stay at the gym.
Okay.
Just because it creates a facility and it's easier for me to go in between clients. But I do have some that I train at home that I work with, just because they enjoy the privacy a little bit better. And obviously during this pandemic, it's really kind of changed the game up a little bit.
For sure.
And it's made you adapt, but
I hate working out with the mask. Like, you start breathing.
Right.
Yeah.
So we've adapted and we've overcome, and we've gone from there. So it's worked out really well.
That's awesome. Yeah. For the people watching, what are the top 5 most effective workouts you can do at home? If gyms are not open in your area, or you just need like a quick 5 workout pump up or something.
I always tell people, push-ups. Push-ups to me are the number one. And just moving, but push-ups, there's something about doing a push-up, whether you're a guy or a girl, that makes you feel really good, because it does require your whole body, not just your chest, but it involves your core. You stabilize with your legs, your triceps, all that. So I always tell people, when all else fails, just do some push-ups. I tell people, if you want to start being successful in fitness, I have all my clients start with doing 5 push-ups in the morning when they wake up, and 5 push-ups at night.
Okay.
And so you start to develop a pattern, and I've never met anyone who was mad after they accomplished doing some push-ups.
Even when they're sore. I'm not mad if
it feels good, and so then, like you said, with a 21-day habit, and then it starts to add up, and then next thing you know, you're doing 10 push-ups, and then you start to get that little urge and that little hit, that little fix, when the endorphins and the chemical reaction that happens in your brain wants more of it.
Right.
So it creates a healthy habit. So next thing you know, you're doing 10, some people, I've got clients that are up to like 25, 50 push-ups every morning when they wake up. So it just kind of sets the tone for the rest of your day.
Okay.
So that's what I recommend to everybody. I think it's a great way to start and kind of get into that mindset.
Push-ups 1, 4 more to go.
4 more to go.
Okay.
See, you said 5, so I gave you 5 push-ups.
Oh, 5 push-ups. I have 5 workout times. I was thinking you might go with squats or planks or something.
Well, there's other stuff but I think just to build a solid start and a solid base, those things are just the best.
Awesome, man. Because of this pandemic, Zoom just blew up, and I wish I would have saw that to put money in Zoom, but that's another subject.
Right. Don't we all?
Yeah, I know. I was like, really, Zoom? Have you had to personally train people over Zoom, or have people requested Zoom meetings or to fitness?
When you adapt and overcome, and you have to in this world, because if not, you're gonna get left behind.
Right.
And Zoom has been an amazing tool.
Right.
The pandemic allowed me to tap into a whole other part of the business that I hadn't even thought about.
Right.
Some people, they do online coaching and things like that, but you're really just, I don't know. I don't believe in the online coaching because I feel that some trainers just kind of do it on there and they'll give you like a 5-minute video and then they'll send you a workout. It's too generic, but to me, I like that interaction.
Okay.
I feed off of people's energy because I like to get to know what the clients are going through that day. They might have had a rough day, and the workout you sent them isn't gonna really do anything for them. Or they might be having an amazing day, and the workout that you sent to them on previously isn't enough. And so I like seeing the people being really helpful, because it's opened another avenue stream that, I have some clients who travel with work, so they would only see me 3 or 4 days a month. Whereas now, like, they have the trainer in their pocket, literally, because they have their cell phone, so they're able to carry me, take me wherever they go. And so now, these people that travel, they're able to take a TRX and some bands and stuff like that, or go to a weight room at their hotel or wherever they're staying at, and I'm able to do more work with them.
For sure. Yeah. When you were my trainer in 2009, you had this. JR has personality where I would come in, but what's wrong with you, dog? I don't want to be here. Then sometimes you will bust out in your Tony Montana voice. Let me tell you something. You're gonna do these triceps, man. But it was always okay. I'm ready. Yeah. And so you had a really good gauge of, okay, your vibe level is not vibing. Let me vibe you up. Right. And did you say you do YouTube or you don't do YouTube?
I don't have a YouTube.
Oh, okay.
I don't have a YouTube.
One thing, this is just my input. Take for what it's worth, because it is interesting. This pandemic has forced some people to widen themselves. Right. Like in my case, in April or March when the shutdown began, I had no social media presence with my books. I was traditionally published and didn't care because I had a paycheck. Right. But now it forced me to, build a social media presence. Don't be shy on camera, because people love video. It's more personable. Right. And I taught myself the basics of video editing for the YouTube channel, because YouTube's not going nowhere. No. It's only getting bigger and bigger. And some people prefer YouTube over traditional television to learn something. And in your case, to widen your horizon where people can come to you, or used to be able to come to you and work out. I don't know if you could put together like a 15-minute JR Corrales Premier Fitness workout, record on YouTube, triceps, feel the burn, baby, or squats, whoa, you feel that? You sore? Not sore enough, let's go.
I mean, it's always been something that we thought about. It's just, I've always just kind of been the behind the scenes kind of guy. And I've always enjoyed letting my body of work do the talking. Right. So maybe that would be an interesting avenue, maybe just to have some of my clients,
a good way of
working them out, and it's a different way to market. So that would be a pretty cool idea, is to maybe have some of my clients, go through the workout that I give them to. Yeah.
You never know. Yeah. Plus, you're a father of 3. Yeah. Married.
Right.
I'm a single father of 2.
Right.
These kids are not cheaper as they get older. No. So any last messages or words you would like to relate to the people watching today?
Nah, man. It's just like the topic of this discussion that we kind of got together it made me really focus on it and really think about, a lot of people saying this is a down year, but it's all in how we see it, right? And it's allowed me to really focus in and attune to my passion. Right. If anything, I always tell people, stop settling, man. And don't be afraid to take that step over that ledge, because life's short, and I don't want to go through life thinking what if.
I agree with you 100%.
And it's just do it, because the jobs are always going to be there.
They'll come back.
That's why we have them.
Right, they'll come back.
That's why we apply, because jobs are always going to be there, whatever it is you're doing. So you can always fall back to that if it doesn't work out. I took a step out, almost 14 years ago, and I haven't looked back. It's crazy, because I always tell people, when you're passionate, you're doing the right thing. I left a gym that I was happy at, making plenty of good money, but it wasn't mine. It wasn't nothing that I didn't have the control to be able to do what I wanted.
Express your art.
And my training, and express my art, because essentially this is what it is. It's taking that body, a person, and completely changing their thinking, their physical state, their mental state. And so I left, and when I left, I had one client. And that client had already prepaid me. So that one client, and it's crazy. And now I'm blessed to say that, on a weekly basis, I train anywhere between 40 to 60 people a week.
Jeez. Like 30-minute sessions, 60-minute sessions?
45-minute sessions for the most part.
Okay.
And so that averages about maybe like 10, 12 clients a day sometimes. But that's because I stuck with it. There's been plenty of ups and downs and things like that, but I always tell people, find something you're passionate about, because life's too short, man. It's going to catch up with you, and then we're going to end up 65 years old thinking, what if I would have done that?
I met a 65, 70-year-old person that would say, at this stage of my life, I don't count the good things I did or the things I'm proud about. I count the things I wish I could turn back and redo. Right. Whether it's something as, I wish I would have tried this venture, to something as simple as, I should have talked to that girl at the bar when I was
Right.
22.
Right.
Hey, you know,
Right.
but it's, you know, try to have no regrets if you can. And
Right.
life is short.
Yeah.
And this situation this year, some people are like, this storm is some bull jive, you know, like I don't know what to do.
Right.
And it's like you said, you're looking, that is like a half empty way of looking at it. The half full way of looking at it is, well, some storms come to set you on a clear path in life.
Right.
So you took a leap of faith with that one.
Yeah, I mean, and essentially, I mean, that's what it does. I mean, things like this, I mean, you know, people are getting paid regardless, so you're just sitting at home doing nothing.
Right.
Why not?
Learn something.
Trying to learn a side hustle. It doesn't have to be a full-time hustle. Just a little side hustle as well.
In addition to your
You know,
9 to
in
5.
addition to what you have, if you don't want to go that full route, you know, it's important, you know, during these times to be able to, you know, have multiple sources of revenue coming in left and right. So,
Right.
You know?
For sure. And then you got some young kids that want to get paid right off the bat. It's like,
Yeah, well.
you got to add value first.
Right.
I mean, when I graduated college in 08, I had to take a job making $14 an hour renting cars.
Right.
So when you're
Humbling.
training me,
Yeah.
it's humbling. I'm like, I got a degree,
Yeah.
but then it led to my termination. Then it led to
Right.
doing sales. I got pretty good at that. And then it led to me managing a moving company. And then now doing my own videos. Got 3 books out by God's grace, and then got a short mid-teen novel coming out today. Actually, this book right here got approved by Amazon for audiobook. So
Awesome.
I'm
Yes,
like,
man.
yeah, it's all
Come a
working.
long way, my man.
Well, you know, we're all trying to come up, and
Yeah.
coming up is not necessarily fattening your wallet.
Right.
I mean, that is nice. The bills
Right.
don't pay themselves.
No.
But sometimes it could be spiritually, physically,
right.
or financially as well. We're all trying to come up on the next level. And
That's it.
in order to do better in life, you have to build and add value.
Exactly.
And it doesn't happen overnight.
No.
It's awesome, man. Thanks for coming on today.
No problem, man. Thanks for having me.
No
bro.
problem, man. I'm going to do this again next year
Yeah,
with you.
man. Yeah, man. We'll do it for sure.